back to the channel, and as you can see, this is another class 9 polynomials video. And in this chapter 2 polynomials, as you have already seen, we have already covered the factorization part and different methods of factorization. We saw middle term splitting, and we also saw the factor theorem method, which we saw in the last video. Now if you like the content that we are providing via this polynomials video and this class 9 and class 10 video, then please make sure to like this video and share this video to as many people as possible and subscribe to the channel. Now let us start with today's topic, which will be identities. Now as you can see, these are all the 8 identities that you are going to study as of this chapter polynomials, and I am going to stress this very much because all these 8 identities, if not 8, many more identities are going to be very important until your 12th standard or until you take maths, as long as you take math. So starting with the simplest identity, a plus b the whole square, which is a square plus 2ab plus b square. This you might already know. A minus b the whole square, a square minus 2ab plus b square. Now a plus b times a minus b is a square minus a square minus b square. This is also a very known identity. Now identity number 4, x plus a times x plus b. Starting from identity number 4, this is going to take some effort to memorize them. So make sure that you take a screenshot or take a picture of this screen and print it out such that you can always see these identities and you can memorize them in an efficient way. So you have to memorize all these identities such that you can easily apply them to some problems. Now starting with equation number 4 over here, x plus a times x plus b. This will give us x square plus a plus b times x plus ab. Over here a plus b plus c the whole square will give me a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ac. So simply you have to take the alternating term product and twice the product of these alternating terms. So 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca or 2ac. Now identity number 5 is done. Identity number 6 is the whole cube. So a plus b the whole cube. What is a plus b the whole cube? A cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. Now while saying it out loud, it can seem to be very simple, but in order to register this formula into your mind, you have to practice it with many other equations or many other problems, and you have to keep seeing this formula in many places so that it gets registered into your mind. Now a plus b the whole cube, as you saw, was a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. Now a minus b the whole cube, that is a simple way of remembering this a minus b the whole cube. Just instead of b, replace minus b everywhere. So over here it is a, so you need not replace anything, a cube, simply write it as the same thing. So instead of b, replace it as minus b. So over here instead of b, if you replace it with minus b, then take the minus outside, minus 3a square b over here. Now over here instead of b, replace it with minus b. So 3a times b square. So minus b the whole square will give me minus b times minus b. Minus b times minus b will give me b square plus b square. So finally this doesn't change because it is being squared. So minus times minus would give me plus. So this term doesn't change. But finally over here we are multiplying minus b 3 times. So what will happen? Over here you are substituting minus b the whole cube. So minus b the whole cube would give me minus b into minus b into minus b. So what does this in turn give me? Minus b into minus b into minus b is minus b times minus b will give me plus b square minus b. What would this give me? B square times b would give me b cube, but a minus is there. So plus times minus would give me minus. So minus b cube is the final output. So in turn you replace it with minus b cube. Now finally this will be our final step of this 7th identity, which would be a minus b the whole cube, which is a cube minus 3a square b plus 3ab square minus b cube. Now if you want to remember all these formulas as such, or memorize this or by heart these formulas, then that is well and good, you can by heart these. But if you want a simpler method to by heart, or if it is too difficult to by heart both these formulas at the same time, or you forget minus sign over here, or if you forget the square, which side the square should come, then simply by heart one formula and then just substitute the minus according to what I said earlier. Now coming to the 8th identity, which would be a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. This is left hand side of this identity. Now the right hand side is a pretty lengthy one, but it is easier to remember. Now the right hand side is a plus b plus c into a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca. Well, this is easier to say, right? Just say it out loud say every identity out loud so that you register it into your mind. So there goes all our 8 identities. The first one being a plus b the whole square, a minus b the whole square, a plus b into a minus b, x plus a into x plus b, a plus b plus c the whole square, a plus b the whole cube, a minus b the whole cube, and finally a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. Now, as I said earlier, take a screenshot of this screen and print it out so that you can see it always and you can by heart it. Now, I'll be solving some problems regarding this and I'll be telling you how you can utilize these identities. Well, the very sake of studying all these identities and by hearting it is to use it somewhere, right? So, I'll be solving some problems so that we can use these identities somewhere. Now, if you think you have learned something new from this video, then please make sure that you like this video and subscribe to the channel. That would be of great help. Now, let us proceed to solving some problems and utilizing these identities. Now, as you can see, I have written 4 problems over here and we will be solving one more special problem at the end. So, stay tuned to find out what the special problem is, and it is going to be rather very useful for your calculations. So, let us start with the first problem over here. It is of the, as you can see, as you can read it out, x plus 4 into x plus 10. You can see it is of the form x plus a into x plus b, where your a is equal to 4 and your b is equal to 10. Now, as you already know, and if you have memorized it by now, or take your time and memorize it, I will be telling the formula, or I will be flashing it in the screen. Now, x plus a into x plus b is x square plus a plus b times x plus ab. Now, when you try and substitute x, a and b for that formula, then you obtain over here is, what you obtain over here is x square plus a plus b times x. A plus b is 4 plus 10. So, 4 plus 10 times x plus ab, which is 4 times 10. Sorry, 4 plus 10 times x plus 4 into 10. Now, when you start simplifying this, x square plus 4 plus 10 is 14. So, 14x plus 4 times 10 is 40. So, this is our final step, x square plus 14x plus 40 when simplifying this. Now, let us move on to the second problem over here. Second problem is 3 minus 2x times 3 plus 2x. As you can already see, it is of the form a minus b times a plus b, or a plus b times a minus b. Now, if you already know the formula, then a plus b times a minus b is a square minus b square. Now, over here, my a would be 3 and my b would be 2x. As I have already told you, instead of a and b, you can have any number or a variable. So, in this case, a is 3 and b is 2x. Now, we try and substitute it. A minus b times a plus b is a square minus b square. Now, when we substitute for a and b over here, a square is 3 square and b square is 2x the whole square. Now, the next step would be 3 square is 9 minus 2x the whole square would be 2x into 2x. 2x into 2x. So, what is 2x into 2x? 2 times 2 is 4. X times 6 is x square. So, 4x square. So, I will replace it with 4x square. So, 9 minus 4x square is my final solution for 3 minus 2x and 3 plus 2x. And make sure that you specify what identity that you use. So, this would be my fourth identity, I guess. Now, and then this would be my, I guess, third identity over here. Now, let us try and solve this third problem. Now, in this third problem, you can see that there are x square, y square and xy. So, the only identity that you know of which has all these terms is your first identity, a square plus 2ab plus b square is a square plus b, a plus b the whole square, or x plus y the whole square is x square plus 2xy plus y square. So, you have to somehow represent this in terms of that so that you can use that identity. Now, I will be representing it in the same formula. So, 9x the whole square, 9x square can be represented as 3x the whole square, right? So, 3x the whole square, when we simplify it, you get 9x square, and leave all these, and finally you are left with y square. So, y square can be represented as y the whole square. So, a square plus b square, now in the middle it is 2ab. So, it would be 2 times, what is our a? 3x. And what is our b? Our b is y. So, 3x the whole square plus 2 times 3x into y plus y square. So, as you can see, a square plus 2ab plus b square, which is a plus b the whole square. And over here, a is 3x. So, a plus our b is y. So, 3x plus y the whole square. We have solved this problem as well using the identity number 1. Now, let us try and solve the fourth problem. As you can see over here, it is pretty simple to recognize. A plus b plus c the whole square. But we have a minus sign over here. Now, what to do? Well, if you already know the formula of a plus b plus c the whole square, it is a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. It is easy to memorize if you say it 2 or 3 times. 2ab, 2bc, 2ca. A square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. Now, what you do over here is, instead of a, you have to substitute 3a. Instead of b, you have to substitute minus 7b. And instead of c, you have to substitute minus c. Take the individual things with the sign, so that you don't need to memorize every formula for everything. Now, if you specifically recognize this, then this should actually be a minus b minus c the whole square. This should be a specific formula and you have to memorize it. But instead of that, if you take it with the sign, then only this formula is enough to solve this problem. Now, as I told you, when you take it with the sign, then try and substitute it over here. What will you get? Instead of a, substitute 3a. So 3a the whole square plus minus 7b the whole square plus, instead of c, minus c. So minus c the whole square. A square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab. So 2 times our a is 3a and our b is minus 7b. Don't forget the sign. The sign is very important, or the whole answer goes wrong. Plus 2bc. 2 times our b is minus 7b and our c is minus c. Plus 2ca. So plus 2 times our c is minus c over here. A is 3a. Instead of a, b and c, we have substituted 3a minus 7b and minus c. Now we have to solve all these or simplify these, which is equal to 3a the whole square can be written as 9a square. 9a square plus minus 7b the whole square. So 7 square is 49 and b square. So minus times minus will give me plus. So 49b square. When I simplify this, now minus c square will give me, minus c the whole square would give me plus c square. Because it would be minus c times minus c, minus times minus would give me plus, c times c will give me c square, so plus c square. So plus c square over here. So the first 3 terms are done. Now all that is left is to simplify all these terms. Plus 2 times 3a times minus 7b. 2 times 3 is 6, 6 times minus 7, 6 times minus 7, 7 6 are 42, so minus 42ab. So instead of this plus, I will write minus 42ab. And over here 2 times minus 7b minus c. So minus times minus would give me plus. 2 times 7 would give me 14. So plus 14, and the variables are b and c. So plus 14bc. Now for the final term over here, plus 2 times minus c times 3a. So 2 times 3 would give me 6. That is a minus over here. So instead of plus, it is a minus. So minus 6, and the variables are c and a. So 2ca or 2ac. You can write it either ways. So finally we have solved the fourth problem, which is 3a minus 7b plus minus c the whole square, which will give us this whole equation. Now further we can't solve this, hence this is our final step. Now as for the final question, this type of problem is very important and it is very easy to solve. So we are going to solve this problem with the help of an identity. Now as you can see, this is the whole cube. So you have to use the 6th or the 7th identity, I guess. Now, how you have to solve this is, you have to split this 102 such that if you have to do it in a normal method, then it is going to be 102 into 102 into 102. Now you have to multiply this, then you need a calculator, or if you have to multiply it by hand, then you have to do 102 into 102. Then you are going to deal with all the hectic procedure, and finally with the answer you have to again multiply it with 102, and all the mess is going to happen. Now with this method that I am going to specify, we are going to use identity and solve the question. Now, as of this case over here, how can we write 102? 102 can be written as 100 plus 2 and finally the whole cube. So, we have split 102 in terms of 100 plus 2 the whole cube. Now, further we can see an identity over here. What is the identity? We can see x plus y the whole cube or a plus b the whole cube. Now, what was a plus b the whole cube? A plus b the whole cube was a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. When you say it out loud, it is very simple to memorize it. So try saying it often. Now we know that a plus b the whole cube is this whole thing. Now we have to just substitute it for a and b as 102. Simple, right? So when you try and substitute it, instead of a and b as 102, now 100 plus 2 the whole cube or 102 the whole cube is equal to 100 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 times 100 square times 2 plus 3 times 100 times 2 square plus 100 cube. 100 cube is simply add zeros. So 100 into 100. 100 times 100 times 100, right? So what is this? Simply write 100 over here and simply add other zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the answer. So finally, you have 6 zeros over here. So this is 100 cube. It is very easy to find. What is 2 cube? 2 cube is 2 into 2 into 2. 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into 2 is 8. So 8 plus 3 times 100 square times 2. So 3 times, what is 100 square? 100 square is 10,000. So 100 and into 100, which will give me another 2 zeros, times 2. So 3 times 2 is 6. So 6 into 10,000, which will give me 60,000. So plus 60,000 over here. And the last term would be plus 3 times 100 times 2 square. So 3 times 100 plus into 2 square. 2 square is 4. So 4 times 2 is 12. 12 into 100, which should give me 1200. So 1200. So finally we have simplified all the terms. Now all that is left is adding or addition. So this number plus this number plus this number plus this number. What will you do? Just if you don't want to make a mistake, then just write it like this. It will hardly take 2 minutes or 3 minutes to do this step. So finally all the 6 zeros over here. Write the next one, which is 60,000 over here. So 60,000 has 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and write a 6 over here. Now 1200 will be over here, and finally 8. So writing all this in this format, make sure that you don't make a mistake in the digits over here. So when you add this up, 8, 0, 2, 1, 6, 0, 1. So finally you have this as your answer, 1061208. Now when someone asks you what is 102 the whole cube, then you need not be multiplying it the whole way. So 102 the whole cube is 102 times 102. Now you multiply 102 and 102, the final result again you have to multiply it with 102. It is a whole mess. Now when you try and do it with this method, it is pretty simple, right? So this is how you use your identities to solve your problems. And if you like the content that we are providing, and if you think that you have learned something new in this video, then please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel right now, and share this video to as many people as possible to provide support to us. Now see you guys in the next video with more concepts and more of these helpful ideas. See you guys.